I stopped using graphite because of some of the challenges I started facing when I started creating hyper-realistic drawings. So today in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some of these challenges and how I was able to overcome them. One of the biggest challenges almost every artist faces is the fact that graphite shines, and this is also one of the challenges I faced myself. Now whenever I try to go really dark on my drawings with graphite and I use the soft grade pencil, the darker I went, the more shine I got. And whenever I try to look at the drawing from an angle to kind of get a good view of where my lights and shadows fall, the whole drawing just gets inverted, and then the darkest part now becomes the brightest part, which was kind of really annoying because then it was very hard for me to see what I was actually doing and know where my lights and shadows are going. Then one day I decided to try out charcoal, and then I discovered this whole shining problem didn't even exist with charcoal, and then I started considering ditching graphite altogether and just using charcoal. And I've never spoken about how graphite gets really glossy when you try to layer it, and it just messes the whole appearance of the drawing almost as much as the shine does. Another issue I had with graphite was the fact that it had limited range of tones. Now I couldn't really go really dark on some parts of my drawing, which limited the amount of depth I could get with my drawing. And when I tried the charcoal, I saw that this problem was also totally solved by charcoal, because with charcoal I can go really black. Now if you check the darkest grade of graphite, like up to 8B, 9B, when you draw with them, you actually see that they don't actually completely go really black. All you get is this very dark gray scale. You can never actually go completely black with graphite, which was kind of a limitation to my drawing because I couldn't achieve some of the level of depth I was looking to achieve on my drawings. Now the thing that just made me make up my mind to totally ditch graphite and stop using it was the fact that I couldn't go really bright on my drawings for quite a number of reasons. Because with graphite, it has some erasability issues. It can be very difficult to erase sometimes, especially when you use the really soft grade pencils and you go really dark on your pencil. It just makes it very hard for you to lift off some of the graphite off the paper again. And this was a huge challenge when I started creating really small details, because most of the details I create on my drawings are from erasing. Now the worst part about it was whenever I tried to use white charcoal or white pastel on the graphite, it just won't take. It won't even make a dent on the graphite. The graphite won't actually allow them to lay on it, which I had no idea why graphite does this. And when I started using charcoal, I didn't even encounter any of these problems because charcoal and pastel lay perfectly on charcoal, obviously. And also the fact that graphite couldn't go completely black, it kind of prevented me from creating this illusion that some of my highlights were actually brighter than they actually were. Because if you study contrast, you realize that even if a particular side of your drawing isn't really bright, as long as you compare it to a part of your drawing that is even darker, it kind of gives this illusion that it is brighter than what it actually looks like, if you understand what I'm saying. Because of all these challenges I was facing with graphite, I just finally decided it wasn't even worth the fuss anymore. So I just completely stopped using graphite for like a very long time, until I started creating really detailed drawings where I needed maximum control and precision to create those details. Now I started missing using graphite because charcoal didn't give me the ability to control and level of precision that you get with graphite. So now I decided to run back to graphite, but keeping in mind some of all these challenges I had with it in the past. But now this time around it was going to be different because now I know better. I decided to start practicing on how to use graphite and charcoal to complement each other's weakness. Whenever I wanted to go really dark on my drawings, I used charcoal because I know graphite won't give me that level of depth I wanted. And then whenever I wanted to layer, I also used charcoal because it was way better for layering than graphite was. Even though using charcoal to layer can be harder than using graphite, but using charcoal for your layering does gives you better results than graphite does. So I used charcoal mostly for that. And whenever I was trying to make these really precise details on my drawing, this is when I now used graphite, because even though charcoal doesn't really lay well or even make a dent on graphite actually works perfectly on charcoal. So this wasn't even a problem using my graphite to create details on charcoal. Over the years, using graphite and charcoal together just became more natural to me, and I became used to it, and I mastered how to complement the weaknesses of both of them and use them as strengths, and kind of created this really cool synergy of complementing both materials together to create amazing artworks. So if you're watching this video and you're considering quitting using graphite, just know you're not alone. I've been there before, and I just hope this video has given you some insight into how you can overcome some of these challenges you are facing with graphite. My name is Abraham Costa. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more helpful videos from me. Hope to see you in the next video, and have a great day.